Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're doing something a little different. Instead of our usual deep dives into, complex global issues or scientific stuff, we're looking at a children's story. It's called The Magic Mitten Kindness Letter.
Yeah, and it might sound simple on the surface, but honestly, children's stories, they can be incredibly good at boiling down some really big ideas about, well, ethics, psychology.
Right, getting to the core of things.
Exactly. This story, particularly, it kind of strips away all the noise, gets right down to what makes us happy, intrinsically happy.
So our mission today isn't just to, read you the story. We want to treat it almost like a philosophical text.
Yeah, dig into how it works, the narrative tricks, and pull out what it's really saying about kindness, why we do things, and I suppose where we find real value.
Okay, let's unpack this. So the story starts at Maple Hollow Elementary. You can picture it, right? Snowflakes coming down, kids are buzzing.
Classic holiday story setup.
Totally. And it's Letter to the North Pole Day. So the whole vibe is about expectation, about writing down what you hope to get.
Precisely. And the story lists what the kids want. Stuffed polar bears, glow-in-the-dark PJs.
Sleds shaped like dragons, which sounds kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, and extra squishy marshmallows. It's all very tangible material. Stuff you receive.
It sets that baseline, doesn't it? The sort of standard idea that happiness arrives in a box, basically.
It really does. It's the cultural norm.
Yeah.
You wish you maybe get something from outside.
But then, bam, we meet Mia, the main character, and her wish just completely breaks that pattern.
Mia's wish. That's the real pivot, isn't it? She doesn't ask for a thing. She asks for, a power and ability.
Yeah, she writes, I wish for magic to help others feel happy and warm. It's all outward looking.
And she even puts a little snowflake sticker on it. It's very sweet, but the core idea is huge. She wants a tool to help others, not a reward for herself.
And that just immediately throws the big question out there, doesn't it? The question the story wants us to think about.
Definitely. Where do we look for value? Is it in the stuff we get, or is it in, the good feelings we can help create for someone else?
It's that extrinsic versus intrinsic thing you mentioned earlier.
Exactly. Most wishes are extrinsic. They rely on Santa, the North Pole, some outside force giving you something. Mia's wish, it's intrinsic. She's asking for something within herself to change how she interacts with the world. It challenges the whole transaction.
And the story doesn't wait around to show which approach it values. She mails the letter, and then things get interesting.
Right. No quiet trip to the North Pole for this letter. Instead, there's this big moment, a whoosh.
Yeah, a shimmering winter wind swoops down. It doesn't just, give it back. It pulls it right out of the mailbox.
And sends it flying,
Yeah.
spinning and sparkling like a little white kite or a ballerina, the story says. It's very visual, very magical. Clearly, something unusual is happening.
It's a rejection of the normal process, right? The universe, or the magic, is saying, nope, don't need to send this anywhere.
Exactly. And where does it land? Not just anywhere. Right back in Mia's mitten.
Which is just perfect.
And then the big reveal. Glowing silver words appear on the envelope.
What did they say again?
Your wish is already here, use it.
Wow, okay. So the power she wanted, it wasn't out there at all.
Never was. It was inside her all along, just waiting for her to, recognize it.
Yeah.
The wish was kind of unnecessary because she already had the capacity.
Her reaction is already here, total confusion.
Understandably.
Here's where it gets really interesting, because it's not just words on an envelope. There's instant proof.
The second she sort of accepts this idea, her mitten starts to glow warm. Right away.
That glowing mitten, it's like the story's way of giving immediate feedback.
It absolutely is. It's the physical sign of that internal truth. The warmth is the first reward, and it's self-generated. It confirms the power is real, and it's hers.
No Santa needed, no waiting.
Nope. The power activates the moment she realizes her own ability to be kind. It sets up this whole use it and give it idea the story pushes.
So she gets it now. She has this magical, mitten-powered kindness, but it's not for, huge world-changing things.
No, and the author's really specific about this. The magic is small. It's local. It's about fixing little discomforts right in front of her.
Micro-kindness.
Micro-kindness, exactly. Not grand gestures, but small acts of noticing and helping.
And we get those two lovely examples. First, the snowman missing its scarf. She touches it.
Poof. Scarf appears.
Yes.
It's a little thing, fixing something small that's wrong in the scene.
And the second one's even cuter, the shivering squirrel.
Oh, the squirrel, yes. She sees it's cold, taps her mitten, and POF. A tiny little acorn sweater pops under.
An acorn sweater.
I know, it's such a great detail. It shows the kindness is really specific, tailored to exactly what the squirrel needs. Mia is paying attention. She's noticing.
And this is where we see the contrast with her classmates sharpen. Right, they see this happening.
They see her spreading warmth, making things better, creating giggles.
But their reaction is telling.
Very telling. They gasp. Sure, they're amazed. But what do they immediately want?
They want her to use the magic for them. Warm my snow boots. Give my snowman earmuffs.
Exactly. They try to pull it right back into that old framework. Wish. Receive. They see the magic as just another tool for getting stuff, even if it's small stuff like warm boots.
They haven't grasped the real point at all.
Not yet. And that contrast is brilliant. It perfectly highlights the difference between wanting stuff from the outside versus finding reward in the act of giving itself.
Mia's experiencing the reward in the process.
Yes. It's like that concept psychologists sometimes talk about, the helper's high, the good feeling you get from doing something for someone else. That warmth Mia feels, the giggle she spreads, that's the internal reward.
Which is way more powerful, really, than just having warm boots for a few minutes.
And more sustainable. External rewards like earmuffs or toys, you always need more. You need someone else to provide them. But that internal reward, that good feeling from helping, that fuels itself. It makes you want to do it again.
So the warmth she feels in the mitten, and maybe in her heart, isn't just a side effect, it's the point.
Absolutely. The magic isn't really a thing she has. It's more like a condition, a state of her heart. That state leads her to act kindly, and that action then rewards her internally. Use your kindness, give it away, and you get rewarded inside. That's the loop.
Which leads us perfectly to the story's big takeaway message. The wind comes back one last time.
Just a whisper this time. But it's the core philosophy, crystal clear.
Happiness grows when you give it.
Boom. That's the thesis statement right there. Happiness isn't some limited pie that gets smaller when you share a slice. It's, I don't know, like a muscle. It gets stronger the more you use it, the more you give it away.
And Mia's reaction shows she gets it. She just smiles, feels warmer than cocoa.
That feeling is the gift, the lasting one. Not the temporary thrill of a new toy. This is the joy that sticks.
And the story wraps it up so neatly. The letter itself, her original wish.
It sparkles one last time. It just turns into a snowflake and floats off towards the North Pole.
But the key part is, Mia doesn't chase it.
She doesn't need to anymore. The letter, that symbol of needing something from outside, it's irrelevant now. She knows the power isn't out there. It's in here.
Inside her.
So the whole story is really built to show that the best gifts, the truly magical ones, aren't always the ones wrapped up under the tree.
They're things like kindness, like noticing someone needs help, like using what you've already got, your attention, your care, to spread a bit of warmth.
It basically reframes magic. It's not something external you have to find or be given. It's an internal capacity you have to nurture and use.
This deep dive, I think, really shows how these simple stories for kids even, can lay out some pretty profound ideas about how to live a good, happy life.
Absolutely. We saw how Mia's motivation, just wanting to help others feel good, was instantly validated. The power was hers from the start, shown by that warm, glowing mitten. She didn't need external approval or delivery. The kindness was already there.
So what does this all mean? Well, the story ends with that really lovely line, doesn't it? That Mia already had her wish all along. A magical heart that made others feel loved.
Mm-hmm. Which really makes you think.
It does. It makes you wonder if that power, that kindness, is already inside all of us. What's the small mitten magic we can do, today, right now?
See just what we have.
Hmm.
Our attention, maybe a kind word.
Exactly. What resource do you already possess? Remember, the story tells us it doesn't take a trip to the North Pole. Sometimes it's just about making sure a shivering squirrel gets its own tiny acorn sweater.
A lovely thought to end on.